When's the last time that you actually felt inside your body healthy? What about playing with your kids and not getting out of breath, tossing the football, going up the stairs, having to stop and take a break? When's the last time you wore your favorite suit, your favorite dress shirt? You actually felt confident in the clothes that you're wearing. When's the last time you went to the doctor's office and didn't leave with them saying, you need to lose weight, your blood pressure is elevating, we need to increase your blood pressure medication dosage, we need to give you Ozempic, you need to lose weight, all this stuff. When's the last time you left and they were like, you're doing great, keep up the good work, right? What about taking off your shirt in front of your wife? When's the last time you actually felt excited to do that? Or what about when's the last time you guys took a group photo at a family outing, at a wedding, on vacation? You looked at yourself and you're like, wow, I look great. Or what about the last time, you took a shower and you got out and you looked at yourself in the mirror and you started flexing and you actually felt really good? Or when's the last time your knees didn't hurt, your back didn't hurt, or you didn't have to wake up in the morning and take blood pressure medication to solve a problem that shouldn't be there in the first place? Maybe you've tried other things. Maybe you've tried keto, carnivore, fasting. You've done GLP-1s, Weight Watchers, CrossFit, all this other stuff, but somehow you're not where you want to be. You don't look the way you want. You don't feel the way you want. You definitely don't have the body that you want. So here's my promise to you. I don't want you to struggle with these things. My promise to you is that I will help you lose 30 to 50 pounds and 6 to 10 inches off your waist body fat in 180 days from today, or I'll coach you for free until you achieve those numbers. All right? So what I'm going to do, so that you can finally feel confident in your own body and the way that you look, so that you can actually have energy at work, with your kids, throughout the day, your daily life, so that you can actually reduce your long-term health risks, not have to deal with blood pressure, heart attack, stroke. The number one killer in this nation is not old age, it's heart attack. And I'm sure you don't want to die 20 years early for a problem that you could prevent. And I want to help you be your best self, because the best version of you ain't 30 pounds overweight, ain't 40 pounds, ain't 50 pounds overweight. The best version of you doesn't look at themselves in the mirror and feel unconfident. The best version of you doesn't wake up and take blood pressure medication because they can't control their weight. And I want you to be your best self. Okay? So, in this video, I'm going to tell my story about who I am, how I came to be recording this video for you. I'm going to explain the way that my program works and how I'm actually going to help you lose this weight. I'm going to share some case studies of people that have went through my program, of men that have went through my program, and then I'm going to answer some common questions people always have about my program, the way coaching works, and kind of how this whole thing works. All right, so starting off, I'm Riley Watkins. This is me, Riley Watkins. I'm a former college football player. I played running back at Mercyhurst University, and I'm a certified personal trainer, and I'm an online fitness coach for men over 30, and over the last year, I've helped over 100 people lose weight, feel more confident, and actually become their best selves through physical health, and it's resulted in mental health, confidence. I've just been helping people, be their best self. So I'm going to explain who I am a little bit. So I know exactly how you feel when it comes to not feeling confident, being overweight, feeling insecure in your clothes, because I started my coaching business because of my own transformation, and then after that, helping other people, seeing the impact that I can have on people. So I get where you're at right now, okay? I put on 61 pounds after I stopped playing college football. When I left Mercyhurst University, I just put on a lot of weight, right? As you can see right here, this is me before I went to college, and this is me after playing college football, putting on 61 pounds and losing all my confidence. And anybody that's been an athlete knows how confident you are being a big man on campus, being an athlete, throwing the parties. You look great. You're on the football team, and then you go and you leave, and you look at yourself in the mirror, and you have no confidence. I remember all my clothes that I liked stopped fitting. I remember just feeling insecure, like, with a girlfriend at the time, like having sex with her. Like that shouldn't be an insecurity. You shouldn't feel insecure and get a pit in your stomach when you have group photos like I used to have. Right? I went from being someone that was literally at the top of their game to just looking at myself and just being like, what happened? And I'll tell you what, when I decided that I wanted to change, it was actually when I took this photo. Okay, I remember I went on vacation, and I remember that I brought a bunch of outfits that I remember wearing back in the day that I thought I looked so good in. But then when I went to put them on vacation, nothing fit, and I had to wear an outfit that was too tight, and I would walk around all day sucking in my stomach, embarrassed, feeling like I just looked stupid. And that night when I went home after feeling embarrassed all day, I took this photo because I decided I was done. I was not going to settle being overweight the rest of my life as somebody who used to be the man to now looking at themselves like this and just hating what they saw. And I took this photo. So I saw my love handles. I saw my big ass gut that I had to suck in all day. And I took this photo and I said, I'm done. This photo was the exact moment I decided I was done settling for less than my best. Because I knew the best version of me didn't look like this. And I decided to change something. Okay? So I got in the best shape of my life after this. For 5 months straight, I destroyed it. And I lost 61 pounds. And what happened when that happened is that my confidence came back. Every one of those moments, I say this 25 times a day, the average man looks in the mirror. And every time that you look in the mirror 25 times a day, if you feel depressed and you hate what you see, you have 25 negative interactions with yourself each day. And when I lost the weight, those 25 moments where I was like, I hate how I look, it turned into moments of excitement where I felt proud. And when I had sex with my girlfriend, I wasn't humiliated. And when you don't have 61 pounds on your frame walking around each day, you have more energy. Imagine if you went through your day tomorrow and you put on a 100-pound weighted vest. And then you took that weighted vest off the next day, how much energy you'd have. Well, the way you feel right now is literally having a weighted vest of body fat on you. And that's where you have more energy. And I was back because I had more energy, I had more confidence, and I wasn't struggling anymore. And when this happened, I had a friend. And this is really what started my coaching transformation. My boy Trey here, this is us in high school hanging out. He saw my transformation and he asked me for help because he could relate. He saw himself in my situation. After football and everything, he gained 40 pounds. He said he lost his mojo. You know what that is, like your mojo. Like, yeah, I'm the man. You all remember back to a time where you felt amazing. And he knew women started treating him differently. His clothes stopped fitting, and he looked in the mirror. He just looked at me. He just didn't like what he saw. And he said, Riley, like, I need your help. And he knew he was going to get the results on his own. He'd been trying on his own, doing different diets, doing different stuff. And he said, Riley, help me out. Because I had been doing some strength and conditioning stuff. I was in school for strength and conditioning, but I never really helped anybody lose weight. And he was like, dude, I need you to help me lose weight. And I was like, all right. And he became my first Watkins coaching men's weight loss client. And we lost 42 pounds, and he crushed it. And here's the cool part. He went from this to this. He got a new tattoo on the way. Everyone always thinks his photo is like not real. I'm like, you can't get a tattoo. It's like this one. But he went from this to this. And here's the thing. When he told me, you changed my life, like that changed my life. And I had been struggling to really figure out what I really wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be fitness, but I didn't know exactly how. And when Trey told me that I changed his life, I knew right then that like this is what I want to do. I wanted to help men lose weight. And we filmed our podcast together. I said, Trey, let's make a video. Let's talk about our story, man. If this is what I want to do, like let's share your story and hopefully it can inspire some others. And he said, like, you literally changed my life. I got my own confidence back, and we shared a story, and the rest is history. And since then, I've helped over 100 men. Kai, Carson, Chris, Paul, Greg, Andrew, Trey, Drew, Aiden, Tyler. And I'm going to explain to you why this works. And I've helped all of them with the exact program that I'm going to explain to you. So my program is a 6-month one-on-one online fitness coaching program. All right. And our outcome within that program is going to be to lose 30 to 50 pounds and 6 to 10 inches off our waist in 180 days. The guarantee with the program is you're going to hit that goal within the 180 days, or I'm going to coach you for free until you do. Okay. And our program has 3 main parts: training, nutrition, and accountability. And I'm going to explain a little bit more detail here in a second. But first, I want to explain to you how online coaching works. All right. If you look at solutions most people have, they only have one piece, right? If you do a personal trainer, you're just in the gym, no accountability, no nutrition, you're just doing workouts. You do a diet, you do keto, carnivore, fasting, whatever it is, you're just in nutrition, you have no muscle mass, you don't look good. Ozempic, right? You do a dietitian, you get great nutrition, but you get no training, no accountability, it's just eat this food, right? And you do P90X, you do all this, there's no accountability, that just the training side, but even no accountability, right? So what you realize with online coaching is you need all 3 of those pieces together. And if I believed any of these were the better solution, I would do them. right? But what I've found that allowed me to give clients the most for the least, okay, is online coaching. All right. And that's why it works, is because you get all three aspects. Okay. If you're missing one of these, you need all three. You need training, nutrition, accountability. If you're not at your goal, if you're struggling with your weight, it means you're missing the workouts. You're not exercising, you're not doing the right type of training to get the results you want. Either your nutrition, you're not eating the right amount of calories, your nutrition program is not in alignment, or you're trying to follow some training or nutrition program you can't stay accountable to, or you have nobody to hold you accountable, which is why you can't stick with anything. And once you solve the training, nutrition, accountability, you'll be successful. So I'm going to break down the training, the nutrition, and accountability inside my program and how it works and how we're going to get these results. So the first aspect of my program is the training. Okay, so we're going to have 3 structured workouts per week laid out for you in a calendar. Okay, it's going to be based off the equipment you have, made for you, custom to you. It's not some cookie cutter stuff. It's like, what equipment do you have? What's our goal here? Here's your workout to make up. Here's an example workout I did. Full body workout for one of my clients, Bryce. 3 workouts a week laid out for you, scheduled like meetings. Next is going to be 10 to 12K steps a day. All right, steps are going to help us burn enough calories to lose the weight, making sure we're resistance training, and also having that nutrition in check is going to make sure that weight we're losing is fat. Nutritionally, that's where it's important as well. Okay, I'm going to make simple nutritional programs. So the training, done. Nutrition, customized nutrition program for you. Calorie limit, protein goal. Okay, easy. 2 numbers. Hit your protein, stay within your calories. What are we going to eat? I'm going to have you track the foods you're eating. It's going to be super simple inside my app. I'm going to have you log that food so you can actually build that habit. Okay, and then I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to give you food guides, grocery lists, fast food order guide, what to eat when you go out to restaurants. If you're going to go and you want a donut, a cake, ice cream, a candy, well, I'm going to give you swaps for that are going to be lower in calorie and higher in protein, so you never feel confused when it comes to nutrition. And I'm also going to structure you a day of eating with your macros to make sure that you have a routine you can actually stick with. And the next piece of this is accountability. We have the training program, the nutrition program, but if we can have the best program in the world, but if we don't stick to it, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so accountability wise, it's going to be me and you. This isn't group coaching. This isn't me pass you off to another trainer. This is me and you work together. All right, and we're going to have one-on-one accountability. You're going to talk with me every single day. Every single day, I'm going to review your program and give you feedback, send you a voice note, send you a text. Like, you're going to have my personal number. You're not going to have some messaging app. Like, you're going to have my phone number. You can call me, text me, anything you need. We're going to do weekly check-ins. I told you we're going to lose weight and take inches off our waist every single week. We're going to track that to make sure we're making that progress. Every single 4 weeks, so every month, we're going to do progress photos. We're going to have a one-on-one call to touch base, me and you. I'm going to text you every day. We're going to check in every single week. I'm going to call you every single month. We're going to have a Zoom call. Like, you are going to have the support that you need. And here's exactly what that support's going to look like over the time, right? Carson, day 1, 290, all the way down to 215. Check-ins, photos, like each week, week in and week out, you're going to be in a support network. You're going to have me. Like, literally, I'm going to will you to success. And that's why it works, is because you have someone in your corner who's been there, done it, and just being there for you to give you that support that you need. The next piece of this is our private client community. So I have a group where I put all my clients in, and it's not group coaching, but again, I have a community of other men on the same exact mission. If you ever played football, you've ever played sports, you know when you have other guys in your corner, you got teammates, you got people who are trying to do the same thing as you. Your network is your network. And who you surround yourself with, you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And if you got people in your life that are not helping with your fitness goals, well, how about you have some people right here who are all men on the same mission to lose weight, one program. That's the power of community of men on a mission together. Next, I don't want us to be working together until we're 80 years old, right? So what I always say is that my ultimate goal is that the day you join my program is the last time you ever struggle your entire life with fitness. And this isn't some diet. Again, it's not, I don't try to treat it like a program. I treat it like you being fit for the rest of your life, but for the first 6 months, you're with me, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it so you can be successful after. And I always say it's like having a backseat driver. Here's me right here. But if you've ever got your driver's license, then you know that your goal is to drive forever. Your goal is to drive for the rest of your life and know how to drive for the rest of your life. But the first 6 months of driving for the rest of your life, you get your permit, you ride with somebody who's been there, who's done it, who's went over the struggles and the challenges, teach you the rules of the road. So by the time you get your license, they step out of the car and you can drive on your own. That's the idea. I don't want this to be something where you're re-signing every 6 months like a personal trainer. Oh, buy 12 more sessions. It's like, That's why we have a guarantee. We're going to get to your goals and you're going to know how to maintain them. This isn't some bullshit. You're not paying for somebody to just sit here and want to re-sign you. I want you to get your goals. And I'm trying to do everything in my power to make sure that you do get there. Okay? So the timeline of the way the program works, that's the training, the nutrition, the accountability, the timeline of the way the program works is pretty much the goal of this video is to give you the information so below you can schedule a call with me. You can, fill out the form, schedule a call. The way it works is we'll have a call. On that call, if you want to sign up, you'll sign up. And then I'll make your program, and then we'll review your program together on our onboarding call, and then we'll officially start. And once we start, 24 weeks from the start date, we'll lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, depending on what your goal is. We'll lose 30 to 50 pounds and 6 to 10 inches off your waist. And if we haven't hit those goals within the 24 weeks, I'll just keep coaching you for free until you have hit those goals. So mathematically, it makes perfect sense that you should hit your goals within that timeline. But say you have a vacation, you have something happen, something always happens. Then we'll just keep the coaching going, and I'll make sure that you actually get what you signed up for, which is results. And that's the way it works. And then the idea is that the way that we do the program with the steps, the food logging, like actually teaching you what to do, you end the program not needing a coach anymore. If you want to work with me, great. But I don't want you to end the program relying on a coach and not knowing what to do on your own. I want you to feel confident that you can actually maintain this for life. And that's the idea of ending the program, not needing help anymore. Okay, so some case studies of other men who have went through the program. Carson. So Carson lost 72 pounds and 11 inches off his waist in 189 days. He is an outlier. He destroyed it. He absolutely destroyed it. Look at this. Wow. So Carson's a 36-year-old real estate lawyer. He works from home, but he works 80 plus hours per week. He's married. He's got a wife. He loves golf. Actually played, golf collegiately. But, a big thing for him of why he invested is, he decided he was going to quit drinking, and the money he was spending on alcohol, he said, I'm going to invest that into my health because I want to be around longer. I want kids. I want to be around for my wife. I want to be the best version of myself. And he knew the best version of himself didn't look like this. And now he's the best version of himself. He's still going. He's still going. He lost 72 pounds, 11 inches off his waist in 189 days. So again, a little bit further, I decided to give him some free coaching because he was doing so good. I was like, let's keep going. And so we're still in the program. He's got more confidence, especially even though he works remote, he goes into the office sometimes. When he went into the office, he decided he wanted to do a presentation. He'd never volunteered to present, but he decided he wanted to do a presentation in front of the board, in front of the partners, because he felt so good. His golf performance was improving. He wasn't, bogged down by 70 extra pounds. He could walk the course. He wasn't getting out of breath. His golf, something he loves. He was able to do more. And also, being a lawyer, you wear suits. You know what I mean? When you got court, when you got things to do, when you got to meet with clients, you got to be dressed up. You got to look nice. And all his old suits he remembered from law school in his earlier years, those didn't fit anymore. And now he can fit back into his old suits, and he feels so confident because he's like, I remember, how good I used to feel in these suits, and that feeling's back, and he feels so confident with, his work and his relationship, and he can do the things he loves without being tired anymore. And it's the coolest thing ever. And it's the coolest thing ever, and he's crushed it. Another case study, Kai. Sergeant Kai Schultz of the United States Air Force, down 39 pounds and 10 inches off his waist in 180 days, a 6-month program. So he's a mechanic in the Air Force, and when he joined, over time he had lost weight. And he had tried all kinds of things. He had went to the medical center. He's like, is something wrong with me and my hormones? Turns out he's just doing the wrong things. And he said, Riley, I saw the impact you can have on these other men. I saw the results that you've got, and I want results too. And he took action, and he invested in himself because he knew the best version of him didn't look like this. He wasn't settling for average. He wasn't settling to be subpar. He's a leader. He's a leader of our military. And he knew he owed it not just to himself, but to his team, the people he serves, and to his country, to be the best version of him to serve at the highest level. And he lost 39 pounds and 10 inches off his waist in 180 days. He's got more energy. He's got greater confidence leading his unit. And he can do the things he loves. Kai loves to hike. He likes to go on tents and go out there into the wilderness. And, back in the day, you got 40 extra pounds on you. Hiking's harder. You can't do. He loves nature. And now he feels so confident. He can go hike without his shirt on. He feels good. He's in the gym. He's looking good. His guys in his unit are like, Kai, bro, you're doing good. And they're riling him up. And the guys in our community are riling him up. And he just feels so much more confident now. And it changed his life. Another case study, Chris. Down 33 pounds and 4 inches off his waist in his first 60 days. So Chris is a 56-year-old video editor, and he's got a weird schedule. So he works from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., and he has an hour commute. So 10-hour, commute at weird, awkward hours, but he's also a father of 3, a husband, and a basketball coach. And he knew he wasn't going to lose his weight on his own. Trying to figure it out, do ChatGPT, random workouts and programs and diet and do GLP-1s and all this stuff. He's like, no, Riley, I've seen what you do. I've seen the impact you can have, and I've seen that you get results. And he wanted to be around longer for his family. He knew the rate he was going. He was headed for an early death. And he wanted to be the best coach. He didn't want to show up to practice being out of breath. He wanted to be able to pour into his players so he could, be the best for them. And in his first 60 days, he's down 33 pounds and 4 inches off his weight. He's actually going to weigh in again today. I bet it's more like 36 today. He's got more energy at work to pour into his career. His wife's giving him compliments in the morning when he walks down in the kitchen. And his end goal, he's 56. He's got a doctor appointment. He had a doctor appointment in July of 2025. It's March right now, but in July 2026, he wants to go back with a 6-pack. He's like, my doctor's going to shit. But that's his goal, and Chris has crushed it. Okay? So you might be wondering, wow, Riley, this is great. These case studies are great. The program looks great. But how much does it cost? How much time do I have to take? I'm really busy. I got to work out at home. Why not just follow YouTube? What about ChatGPT? Do I need my spouse? I have to have Congress. I have to meet with my dog and my cat and my goldfish. I'm going to answer all those questions. So how much does it cost work? Then this program will work for you. So at the lowest end of things, if you can do $135 a month, that's kind of the starting rate for our program. How much time does it take? Typically with the training program, so about 30 minutes, 3 days a week, resistance training, and then getting about 10 to 12,000 steps per day. So I would say at the absolute most on your workout days, maybe an hour on those days, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. But if you break those walking times up, then 10, 15 minutes in the morning. Again, if you break those steps up throughout the day, it can become more of a lifestyle as opposed to you have to spend an hour walking, right? So we want to make it a lifestyle. And also, eating different foods takes zero time, and nutrition's 99% of results, because if you think of 30 minutes, 3 days a week, the whole rest of your week is going to come down to your nutrition. So nutrition takes zero time, so the only things you really have to add are steps and workouts. You're busy, really busy right now. Busy time in your life, right? So like time in the day, but like busy time in your life. I got holidays, I got Hanukkah, I got whatever, vacation, okay? If you can't make it work with vacation, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthday parties, weddings, you're never going to make it work, because every single year you have holidays, you have birthdays, you have work. You're never going to stop working unless you're retired, right? So you're going to have all these things in life. And what I say, if it's a busy time in your life, that's the best time to get a coach, because then if it's hard, well, that's when you're actually going to need the most support. And it makes more sense to get a coach so you can get through it when you're busy, and then it'll set that standard so in the future you never struggle. So that's it. Can I work out at home? Yes, it's customized for you. If you want to do body weight workouts, great. The real driver of our weight loss is going to be our nutrition and our steps. And as long as we're getting some level of resistance training in, if you ever look at an Olympic gymnast, they do body weight workouts and they're jacked. So it can absolutely work with body weight. I have some people that do like little home gym setups as well. So it's like, again, if you're committed to me, I'm committed to you. I'm going to make it work for you. Why not follow YouTube or ChatGPT? You absolutely follow it on your own. Great, but most men that sign up with me say, I don't want to have to waste all that time. I got work, I got kids, I got family. Again, if I can just pay somebody, have them hold me accountable, make it for me, and teach me the lessons and condense and distill all that information out there into a simple, easy to follow program that I can take with me after, they feel like it makes more sense. So that's why they do it. I need my spouse on board. Yeah, it's fine. If you want to bring your spouse to the call or you want to chat with her, again, I think it needs to make sense. And the best, program people that I have, the best clients that I have, are actually men that have their spouses on board. I have 4 spouse-husband duos in the program. So I think your spouse should be on board, because if she's not, then it's actually going to negatively impact your results. So I think you should get her support. She should be on board. And if she's not, it's going to make it really hard to get results. So I think you should absolutely be on board, and you should tell her, say, hey, you're going to do this with me. Hold her accountable. You need that accountability. I'm going to hold you accountable, hold you both accountable. I think you need that support, because if not, your wife's not helping. Well, neutral isn't positive. So I think your wife should definitely be on board, or your spouse, or whoever it is that you're with, living with, if it's a partner or whatever. I think they should definitely be on board, and I think they should be supportive. So I think it's super important there. Next, where do you think this is right for you? So if this is something you feel like would help you out, if you're interested, if you'd like more information, below is a 30-second application. So literally all you need to do is just fill out the application. Be like, what's your name? How can I contact you? And I'll reach out to you. So you can fill that out and I'll contact you. If you want, literally at the end of the form, there's going to be a place where you can literally just book a time with me. You can pick a slot anytime on there is open, you can book it and we'll chat there, and I'll see if, we'll walk through this together. I'll see how it might apply to you, your situation. I'll learn about your goals and see if this is something that we feel like we want to make work or not. I'd be happy to get you started. All right. And then last piece of advice I'll leave you with is, the best version of you ain't out of shape, right? Like, I want people to be in shape whether they work with me or not, right? But I just know that people that work with me crush it. So, like, when you look at yourself, is the best version of you 30 pounds overweight with a gut and man boobs? Are they? All right. And if you're tired of not being the best version of yourself, and you're tired of feeling unconfident with your shirt, and you're tired of going to the doctors and getting told you're going to die early, and you want to be around longer for yourself, your family, and your future, and you actually want to be the best version of yourself, and you're actually ready to make a change because you put this shit off for years and years and years, and you've tried everything, and you've lied to yourself, and you've told people, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to diet, and you've done it for years and years and years, and it's not going to happen on your own. You're actually ready to make a change that not just lasts for 6 months, but lasts for life. Let's have a chat. Let's see if we can do this. I would love to help you. I'd be honored to serve you. I'd be honored to just commit to you and just do everything in my power to help you out, because I get what it's like. I get what it's like. I understand what it's like. I hate how you look. And I don't want you to struggle with that. And I would love to help you out. Okay. Still do not want to sign up. Just feel free to scroll down. I mean, scroll down and look at all the transformations, the testimonials. Go watch full-length client interviews of men who have changed their lives. Go watch it. Watch the full thing. And then you decide for yourself if you can relate enough to them to think this could work for me. And if you still want more, if this page, this page of testimonials and transformations and all this doesn't work for you, and you're like, oh, I still don't believe it, I'm a special snowflake and my body's not capable of losing weight. Look, go to my YouTube, Riley J. Watkins. I have 500. Go watch it for free. Go decide if I'm somebody you want to work with. Again, I can't force you to do anything. I can't force you to want to change. All I can do is offer perspectives and stories and lessons and try to serve and help and do everything in my power to help you. But I can't force you. All right? It's going to be a decision you have to make. And when you're ready to make that decision, come to this page, fill out the form below. Let's book in a call. Let's get started and let's get it going. Because 24 weeks from today, you could be in the best shape of your life. 24 weeks from today, down 30, 50 pounds, 6, 10 inches off your waist, or I'll coach you for free. There's a guarantee. There's two guarantees in life. You get what you want or you don't get what you want. And the only way to guarantee you don't get what you want is to not do anything. And if I have a guarantee in place, unless you just believe I'm a malicious person and I'm a liar and I'm a cheater and I'm a bad person, like, I put this guarantee in place because I want you to be in shape. And I'm going to put everything in my power in my program to make it as easy as possible for you to see a solution that could actually work for you. And yeah, it might take extra time on my end, but I believe it's worth it to see the results that I want to see in men and see the change and the impact that I want. So if you commit to me, I'm going to be committed to you, and we're going to do this. Because I don't want there to be overweight men walking around feeling unconfident, because I get how it is and I understand the impact it can make to change that. And I want you to get your confidence back. I want you to feel good. I want your wife to look at you and feel happy and feel excited and want to have sex. And I don't want you to be struggling. Okay? So if you're ready to stop struggling, literally just scroll down, fill out the form. I'll be in contact and I'll see if I can. Thank you so much for your time watching this video. If you watched to the end, shit, you don't waste 30 minutes of your time. If you watched the 28, 57 minutes, come on, let's go. Or, hey, scroll down, watch some other videos. Feel free to do all your research. Shit. Feel free to hop on the call with me and just be skeptical. I would be skeptical if I were you, because, again, I'm probably some guy on the internet. I don't know. So, be happy to help you out, but I can't force you to do anything. So, if you're ready to change, let's book a call. Let's fill out the form. If not, I don't know. Keep watching. See if you can, if you can break those false beliefs in your mind of why it won't work for you. So, happy to talk. Happy to chat soon. Coach Riles, I'm rooting for you. Let's go.